All right, let's bring in meteorologist Kristi Gordon now with a look at our weather forecast. It was pretty wet this weekend, but there's some light at the end of the tunnel, Kristi.
That's exactly right. Sophie's alluding to this long-range forecast that you may have heard about as well. We've got some great weather on the way. In the meantime, today was wet. We actually had record-breaking rainfall in Chilliwack yesterday with over 30 millimeters of rain. Metro Vancouver received 30 to 50 with that heavy rain. Today, the rain wasn't too bad, but it certainly was gray, and we have more on the way. So let's have a look. Looking at the satellite image, you can see the next system that's driving onshore, and this is kicking up the potential for very strong winds. So Environment Canada has issued wind warning in place for the Sunshine Coast and east coast of Vancouver Island. So these are a southeasterly wind with gusts up to 70 kilometers an hour. They will develop sort of late this evening, overnight into tomorrow morning. So if you're traveling with BC ferries, there's a chance that the ferries could be impacted. Just check with them. We also have a rainfall warning in place for the Howe Sound region, but that's going to ease. There's those strong southeasterly winds. So that'll impact sort of the Tawasin area and areas along the coast of Metro Vancouver. For much of Metro Vancouver, the gusts will be up to about 50 kilometers an hour, but coastal regions 70. So there's the rainfall we're expecting overnight. Conditions lighten up tomorrow afternoon, so we have just a chance of showers in the afternoon, and then we transition out of this on Wednesday. So as Sophie said, there's a long-range forecast that we're looking forward to, and Wednesday's our transition day. But in the meantime, there's your tomorrow, everyone, with cooler, wetter weather across the region, and we are expecting some snow over higher elevations of the Kootenay region. So for our region, Sophie, wet one more time to the day tomorrow, particularly in the afternoon. Wednesday's looking pretty nice, and we've got some great weather as we head into the weekend. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Kristi. All right, let's bring in senior meteorologist Kristi Gordon now with a look at our weather forecast. A little bit more rain on the, well, maybe a lot more rain on the way, Kristi.
Yeah, well, it's a little bit because we've had so much already, Sophie, that we're getting to the end of this, everyone. I know everyone is well aware that the long-range forecast is looking fantastic, so we have a lot to look forward to. In the meantime, today was gray, and we do still have a little bit more rain in the forecast. But first, let's talk about a wind warning that's in place, and this is for the Sunshine Coast as well as the east coast of Vancouver Island. We're talking about gusts up to 70 kilometers an hour for tonight and tomorrow morning. Here's a look. We'll see these strong southeasterly winds. It will impact Metro Vancouver also, gusts up to 50 kilometers an hour, but coastal regions, including Tawasin, could see gusts up to 70 kilometers an hour. If you're traveling with BC ferries early tomorrow morning, just check with them. There may be some delays with the ferries. In the meantime, we're going to see heavy rain as well across the region. In fact, there's still a rainfall warning for Howe Sound, another 40 millimeters possible for that region. So in the morning, we'll see the rainfall, and it shifts further inland, that rainfall later on in the day, and then for the coastal regions, we'll start to see conditions ease. So I'm actually expecting some breaks of blue sky by the afternoon, although we'll continue to see a chance of showers along the mountains. So tomorrow, one more day of very wet weather on the way before Wednesday is really our transition day. We'll see a little bit of cloud cover, but we're generally going to see that huge ridge of high pressure develop on Wednesday. But in the meantime, cool and unsettled for tomorrow with a risk of thunderstorms for those of you in the interior. For the south coast, though, the majority of the rain will be in the morning, along with windy conditions, breaks of blue sky hopefully in the afternoon, and then this is what we have to look forward to. Temperatures will likely be in the high 20s as we head into the weekend, and in the interior we're talking about temperatures in the low 30s. Tonight's Central Windows weather window comes to you from Nakusp, which we don't get very many photos from, which I love this. These are lupins in the foreground, and of course a beautiful shot with still some snow in the background. Lisa, thanks for that beautiful shot.
All right,
Back
thanks,
to you,
Kristi.